Texans. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. On 2nd and 2, Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Watson, going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th.
Here we go, here we go. Three bucks. Here we go, 30 seconds to Mike. 30 seconds.
Garoppolo on 1st down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Garoppolo throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He completes this one to Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they put that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The tackle there by George Odom.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offense.
Here we go. Like 20, 21, 21. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Fights free yet again. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. It's Jordan Wilkins here, second-year man from Ole Miss. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Wilkins, his 4th touchdown on the year.
Where's the tap? 19. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 19. Check 56. Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
They are going for it. Here's Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo to the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Vinatieri able to...
Set. 19. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You're ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Shotgun snap and a give to Lynn. He does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Tremendous blocking by the interior. Gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back, a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Steps away, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
19, check 56. I'm coming. Alert. Watch your ship. Watch your ship.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season.
Here we go. Say.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Roberts got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Short little throw to Ebron.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Garoppolo again. Short little throw to Ebron. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Here we go.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. White. Wide. Get wide.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Ebron caught left side. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here we go.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
That's not new.
Watson now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Crunch time.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Garoppolo now on third and goal. This is caught. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second. starting the drive with a give to Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Here we go. Ready? 55. Get the ball. Hey, alert 3.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Back now in Houston. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Now it's Mack, draw play. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number.
We're set. 19. 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Mike, 24 is down, he's coming. 24.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And this will be a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
Here we go. Ready? Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Undercut.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On third down, a run by Mack. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Texans now down 28-20, 1:46 to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well.
Let's make these big.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Watson now to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the 50, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Justin Houston in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown.
And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. Now Watson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike, this is it. 19. Mike, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first down, Watson. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Now a first down throw, Watson. It's complete, Stills. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To throw is Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Here's Watson rolling to his left. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Lindsey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Another run by Lindsey. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First throw of OT for Garoppolo. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town.